Joe Reilly, President of National Drug Screening. I've got a guest coming in, Tom Fulmer, who's our Vice President, Business Development. Really glad to have him and give you guys an opportunity to meet Tom Fulmer. Okay, we're back and I have my guest with me, Tom Fulmer. How are you today, Tom?
I'm doing very well, Joe. Thank you.
I wanted to talk to Tom a little bit and give the audience a chance to kind of meet Tom Fulmer. And I'm very happy that Tom has joined my team here at National Drug Screening. And I'll give him a chance to kind of introduce himself and how he came to be here at National Drug Screening and when he came to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Joe. Yeah, it's a very interesting experience. We had connected many years ago through chambers of commerce and boards and things like that. And it just happened to be that in 2015, toward the end, I was out actually playing tennis at the Kiwi Tennis Club one night and happened to see you out there. And we hadn't caught up in a while. And just stopped by and said hello and started talking a little bit. Just happened to be a time I was transitioning from what I was doing. I was professionally speaking and training and traveling a good bit for that and looking for something a little different, something I could build as part of a team and help an organization grow. And we talked for a little bit and came to an understanding of a good position that might be a good fit for me, and kind of went from there.
Yeah, and it was great timing, Tom, because at the time we kind of ran into each other, National Drug Screening was growing. We were into about our second year. Mm-hmm. We had done about $1 million in sales with 4 people.
Right.
And we just needed more people, and I needed some leadership to help me with the management of the company. I've got Julie Floriano, our Vice President of Operations, who's been with me since day one. Mm-hmm. And the two of us were kind of doing everything, and we really just needed another skilled manager to really help us. And so, Tom, we brought you in for business development and a little bit of IT and infrastructure, and you've really been a valuable asset to the company. Tell us a little bit about your previous work experience and how that may have helped you coming into your position here at National Drug Screening.
Yeah, a lot of my past experience really, led to where it culminated into be, what I find is a perfect fit. We have an amazing team. You've done a great job building the company, and we've got some amazing staff to work with, and a very interesting industry. And I came from a background. I actually have a degree in accounting. And so right after I graduated from college with my degree in accounting, I did the next most logical thing, and I became a tennis pro. So I played tennis professionally and coached for the next 10 years. During that time, I learned how to run a facility. The second year as a pro when I was playing was kind of the lower levels there, and so I was doing a lot of coaching. I took over a tennis facility, just lucked into it, and I ran a 12-court tennis facility. We built the biggest tennis center in the area. And I had to run the pro shop and run tournaments. We were running thousands of dollars in tournaments. And there's a lot of leadership that I learned very quickly. It went from just 3 of us, me, myself, and I, to a full staff. And I had to go through those growing pains. From there, I saw a few other opportunities. I built a power equipment company with my dad in mid to late 90s. And opened another tennis shop after that. Retired from tennis in 2002, moved to Florida with my lovely wife, who's originally from here, and got into the mortgage business and just kind of lucked into that as well. Ended up within about 6 to 8 months spinning off my own company from there. I built that up to about 18 brokers in about 6 months. And realized, it was an amazing thing. It's just one of those fortunate things. You're the right people and you strive to do the right things, and good things seem to happen. From there, I actually realized how much I enjoyed training. And I was training my brokers, but I was also doing a lot of marketing and training realtors and training bankers and other people, insurance people I was working with, because I really enjoy helping people succeed. That's something that, from the coaching of tennis all the way up through all the things I've done, really I found a passion for. And so about 2 years into the mortgage business, I realized that's really what my focus was. Times were changing in the real estate industry anyway. So I launched a training company and started speaking and training and doing that across the country. Did that for the next 7 or so years. And it just kind of built from there. I met some great mentors along the way that helped me get to where I am now. Another great mentor of mine was another Joe, by the way. So I don't know if there's just coincidence there or not, but He's the one that helped me become a certified human behavior consultant, which helped me develop my leadership skills and ability to work with people dramatically. What I didn't know then, I was just amazed at that, I had that much more to learn, and that really helped open my mind to continue to learn and grow.
Well, outstanding, Tom. It's interesting. I have a degree in accounting also. And prior to drug testing, I was an entrepreneur with several different types of positions. So we kind of have a similar story. And, when you go to hire somebody when you're running a drug testing company, you don't really find somebody that's ran a drug testing company before. Right. So you've got a lot of good experience. And coming here to National Drug Screening, you've really gotten an education really quick. And one of the great things that I appreciate is that you've actually become a trainer for a lot of the trainings that we do. And so that kind of falls in with what you did in the past. How are you enjoying the training part of the job?
I love it. I love it. Everything from the external training to working with employers, doing the training for them, which I have some experience of kind of where they are, but also to training the collectors. That was an interesting experience of going through that process. And then, of course, the staff training. And then working with some of our other partners. There's basically no aspect of the training that I don't like, because I can watch people improve, I can see them grow, and you can see it make really a positive difference in their lives immediately. And that's really what training is about. And that's the one thing I was missing before, when I would go in and just do a one-day training and then leave. I could do the things I knew would help them if they followed through with it, but I didn't see the end result, and I couldn't help them get to that end result. Yeah. And through working here with National Drug Screening, I do get to see that, and that's very rewarding.
That's really cool. Now, one of the things about National Drug Screening that's kind of unique is we've got employer customers and we've got individual customers, and both you and I deal with those, but we've also got what we call our reseller customers. So we provide back office services for many other drug testing companies or background check companies, people that are selling drug testing but may not have the expertise and the back office technology to really get that engine moving to sell that drug testing efficiently. And Tom, you've really come along and you're helping our resellers quite a bit. Can you talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, a lot of the people that want to get into the business, they had some glimpse of the business or some part of it, or they worked for another part of of a company that was in the drug testing business or something related, and saw an opportunity. And so I can kind of relate to them from that perspective. One of the things that they're really looking for is how to put it all together. And that's what you've done such a great job, and that I've learned a lot of that part, especially from the drug testing specific side, of how to put things together. And then from my experience of having built some companies too, can bring those two things together to really give them some good direction. And most importantly, ask the right questions to figure out where they're going. Because a lot of times they don't have a clear direction. And without a clear direction, as you know from starting businesses, you tend to flounder out there. And I think that's one thing that we can bring to the table to them, is help them with that direction, help them take the next step one at a time, and then help them with the tools they need to succeed. Because that's really what they're missing quite often, is they don't have the processes or the systems. Maybe they don't have the staff to do the things they need to do, and that's kind of where we come in.
Yeah, I think we really offer a value-added service there for those many resellers, and a lot of you may have met Tom at conferences. He's been active with the DAISHA conference, and I know upcoming there's the SAPA conference and the NAPBS conference for the background check industry, and I believe you're speaking at both of those conferences.
Yeah, it'll be the second time for each of them. I was fortunate to speak at SAPA last year. They actually asked me to do 2 presentations back to back, and which was amazing. Great group of people. And then I spoke at the mid-year for NAPBS for the first time earlier, and then they've invited me back to speak at their annual conference, and then SAPA's annual conference again. Well, so I'm very looking forward to that.
That's outstanding. So if you want to meet Tom, go to those conferences, and he'll be at them in the fall, both SAPA and NAPBS. And Tom, I just want to close and let you know how proud I am that you've come on board with National Drug Screening. You've helped me out a lot, and I always tell the rest of our team, we can't do it all ourselves. Our company is just growing really, really fast. We're going to be looking at $5 million in revenue this year, and can't do it all alone. And it's great to have somebody in the business development and IT and training and infrastructure. So really appreciate all those hats you wear. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Joe. I really enjoy it. Looking forward to a great future together.
Sounds great.